Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to create a times table app in my series of videos Windows 10 Universal App Development by example. First of all, I will show you how to create a new project, and then we need to decide about the page layout, and then we will create a user interface, that's UI, and then we will in the user interface, we will add text block, text box, and how to add a heading for text box. And then we will learn how to copy and paste controls. After creating a user interface, we will learn how to uh, add code behind your app. So obviously, once you create your layout, you have to add some code so that when user press a key, it will run that code, and then you will see the required your desired results. So in this video today, in for programming, we will see how to define variables. Variables are memory locations where you can save your a value. So integer is just a number, and then the second is string. So the string is like any text or any combination of text and numbers. Then we will learn how to use calculation or how to do multiplication, because this is a times table app. So we will use multiplication in this example. You need to learn how to convert them from integer to string. So this is we all learn in today's tutorial. So let's get started. So first of all, you need to create a new project. And as you know, in my last tutorial, I showed you we will go with the blank app, universal windows, and then we will write down the name of our app. So this is a my times table. So I give this name to this app. Then I can select the location of the my project, and then go OK. It will take some time, and then it will create my basic project. I told you in my last tutorial that this main page is our main from where we start, and we need to decide which uh, what the layout of the page. So let's see. Let's say I'm starting with the 13.3-inch desktop, and then as you can see, the screen is not visible properly. I can uh, change the uh, zoom factor over here, so it could be 50%, or let's say 33% is okay. And yeah, so now 50% is enough for me. So first of all, we will add heading for our screen, and the heading, for that purpose we need some uh, a kind of control that is called text block. So if you click on your toolbox, you will see there is a text block over here. So you click on the text block, and then you drag it to there on your screen, and then you can see a text block is added to your screen. Let's say I want the heading of my app as times table. So the text is times table, and then now I'm going to change the font style and font size. So font style is okay, but I'm going to increase the size of my font. Let's say 848 points. And then now it is a kind of heading that will display on my at the on this my app. For getting input from user, we need another kind of control that is called text box. So let's say we add a text box on our screen, and then I just change this text box, let's say, to start with, because this text box we were going to use in our code. So I name it as TB table number. And then I text, let's start when user first start the app, it will show basic, you start with table number 2. So let's say it's 2, and then we will increase the font of this, so 24 would be fine. And then we adjust the size of this text box. And now we need to add some uh, name of this box, so user know what a label or name, so user know what it is about. So there are two possibilities. We can add another text block, and then we type the text over there, or there's another way of doing it, that we can add text heading. Okay, so I'm going to change the header for this text box. The header is like, I say, table number, and this header will appear at the top of this text box. If I adjust this, you can see this header is appear at the top. It will over here, and then user know what to do. So then after user type the number of table number over here, he will press a button, and then on the press of that button, we will run some code that will generate the table. So we need to add some button over here. So let's say I select the button from this list, and then I insert the button with the same height, and then because I need to access this button in my code as well. So let's say I change the button name for button go, and I change the text of this button to, I change the text, that is content of this button to go, and I change the font size of this button to 32. Okay. So now I have added buttons, text box, text block. So we need to add some text blocks over here, and let's say this text block is called TB table. That would be the table number, and then we change this font style of this as well to 32. We change the text to 2, and the style would be, the size of the font would be, let's say 20, 30. So that's number of table. Then we add, so when I click this button, I press Control C, and then I click Control V, and then it when I press Control V, it will copy this control, and then I can copy, drag it to somewhere where I want to this to display. So this is, I'm just pressing Control V now again and again. So you can see. So I'm just showing you an example, and then you can later on complete it yourself. So let's say I'm showing it to only number the first five. We can change text over here. So that would be 2. there's we can add it over here as well. So let's say 3, 4, 5. So the table, whatever the table number is, and then it will multiply it by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then the next thing is we need to show the answer. So let's say we copy this again and we put in front of this. Then we can control V again, and I change this to actual whatever the if the table is 2, then it would be 4. 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. 2 multiplied by 4 is 8, and 2 multiplied by 5 is 10. So I'm just actually it will be calculated from the code behind, but actually I'm doing this because whenever this page will be loaded for the first time, um, user will see something. It will not show some odd or value. So let's run this code. So you can see now. Now we have something on the screen. The table number is by default 2, and when user press go, okay, it should be when user press 5 and press go, it should generate the table for 5. So that's our goal now. So we need to change the name of all these labels. So it will be table TBL2, TBL3. I will tell you why we have changed these names. TBL3, TBL4, TBL5. And then these are the answers. So I change this to TBLANS1, TBLANS2, TBANS3, TBANS4, TBANS5. Okay, let's start with the code behind. So the to start with the code behind, there are two ways. We can double click on this button, so it will take me back to the code behind, or I can just right click on this main page and then I press view code. So over here you can see uh, it has taken me to the code. I can go back this, and if I double click on this go button, if I double click on this go button, you can see that it has taken me to the code where I can write the code for the when you click on this button. You can see private this. We will go into detail later on about what is this, but for the moment, just think that it is uh, code behind for click of button. So let's start how to write the code. For this, we need a variable where we can store the table number, and then we need. So let's we define this table. That would be, as I told you earlier, that would be integer. Uh, I say tab. That's how we define a variable. So first we write the name of the type, and then we write the table name of the variable. So let's say whatever user has typed, we store in this. So tab equals to table number. So that's the name of the control, and then when we press start, it will show you the text. Now you can see it is red underline because this is a text and this is an integer. So I have to convert this into integer. So to convert this into integer, press convert. I type convert dot integer 32 bracket start, and then whatever the value I get from this text, it will be converted to integer 32 and will be copied into this variable. So once we have this value in the variable, you can do whatever calculation you like. So let's say I create five new more variables for to store the answers. So let's say int ans1, ans2, ans3, ans4, and ans5. Now we need to calculate the answers. Ans1 would be whatever the value in the table, let's say 2, 3, 4, 5, it would be multiplied with 1. It will be stored in ans1. Then ans2 would be whatever the value in the table number, it will be multiplied by 2 and then stored in answer 2. So I don't need to type again and again. I can just copy paste and control C, control V, and then I just need to change the name of these variables. So practically at the moment I have got after 3, 4, and 5, and I have all the answers in my code. And all I just need to do is to assign these answers to my controls on the screen, and then I need to change this table number as well. So first of all, I change the whatever the table user type here, it will be show here as well. So let's say table TB table 1, 2. So let's say TB table equals to whatever user type in the TB table number dot text. So that will be assigned to tbl dot text, and then I just need to copy paste this 1, 2, 3, 4, and that would be 2, 3, 4, 5. So the next thing is to assign uh, these answers to the answers on the screen. So let's say I say txt, sorry, let's say I see tb answer 1 equals to ans1, but it will generate an error because this is integer and this is tv dot text equals to ans1, but this will generate an error because this is integer and this is text. So we need to convert this to text that is string. So convert dot to string, oh sorry, to string. So whatever the value in ENS1 would be assigned to control on the screen. Now I can just copy control C, control V 5 times and control, say 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. In the next video, I will show you how to use loops because it is easy to use loops instead of writing the same instruction again and again. So loops are basically used to repeat number of instructions. So I think now I've got complete my code behind. I have take the table number. I have multiplied, calculated all the answers, and I have assigned the table number to the required table numbers, and then I have assigned all the answers. Okay, so if we run this application, you will see on screen. So let's say I run this on local machine, and then we see how it works. So by default, it shows you table number 2 because we initialize it with table number 2. So if we change it to table number 5 and then go OK, you can see um, the table is changed to 5. If we use table number 8, go OK, um, and then you can see it has generated table number 8. Once we have done our code, we can generate any table. So that's the advantage of using coding, that we can even do now complex tables as well that are normally very difficult to do. So here you are. Um I hope you like this tutorial. Please let me know in your comments, and I will soon come with another tutorial by example. And please subscribe to my channel, and you will be notified whenever I will release my next tutorial. Thank you very much.